Benvinguts! Here on Pete's Pans, a delicious and traditional dish of arroz con pollo, rice with chicken, is about to restore the energy of a weary yet ravenous gastro-cyclist as I cross the Pyrenean foothills in Catalonia on the way from Barcelona to the French border. For the complete written recipe for today's dish, head over to petespans.com. And if you'd like to follow me for many more genuine local recipes from all over France, Spain and Portugal, just hit the subscribe button and come along. Arroz con pollo, Arròs and pollastre in Catalan, is common all over the Spanish-speaking world, yet today I pay homage to a bastion of Catalan rice cooking, the famous Set Portes restaurant in Barcelona, whose cookbook I treasure and from which today's recipe is taken. Unlike the paellas from Valencia, Catalan rice dishes place particular emphasis on the sofrito or sofregit. This is the base of Catalan cooking. It's simply a thick mixture of onions and tomatoes, patiently cooked down into a sort of mush. I'm lucky enough to find a quiet campsite here in Oliana. As usual, daylight's running out, so there's just time to rush around the shops for ingredients and then manos a la obra, down to work. In here, the chicken stock is being made in record time, and over here are the chopped onions, peppers, chicken and tomatoes. The tomatoes are usually grated rather than peeled and chopped, which does save time. Missing in this shot are the peas. The Spanish are tremendously generous with olive oil when it comes to rice dishes, so in a good slug of it, probably about 50 milliliters if you're measuring, fry the chicken pieces until golden and remove them. In this now flavourful oil, the sofrito is made. Being rather pressed for time on this occasion, it wasn't possible to do it full justice. The onions and peppers are sweated very gently for half an hour, at which point chopped garlic is added and cooked another 15 minutes. At this point, and only when the onion is really soft and almost mushy, the tomato is added, and all this is gently sweated for another half an hour to end up with something really thick and jammy. The chicken is returned to the pan along with the peas. Turn up the heat somewhat and give it all a good stir around. Add the rice and keep stirring for a couple of minutes to coat it in oil and allow it to pick up all the flavours. Here I'm sprinkling over a little colorante, which is food colouring, so often used today in Spain instead of saffron. It adds no flavour, though it does lend the rice its characteristic yellow colouring, but use saffron if you have any, just a pinch is enough. Finally, the boiling stock is poured over. Give the pan a stir to even everything out, but don't be tempted to stir any more from here on in. Leave it at a gentle boil for 15 to 18 minutes. As it cooks, add a little salt, tasting the broth as you go. The rice is cooked when no longer hard, but it mustn't be at all mushy. The stock should have all been absorbed. If it's still a little too moist, don't be tempted to continue cooking, as this will spell disaster for the rice. Let the rice rest for 5 minutes and serve. To learn how to cook the local dishes from all over France, Spain and Portugal, all you have to do to subscribe and to show you've been paying attention is to click the region of Spain that this video comes from. Do you know this part of Spain? What are your favourite dishes from this area and the rest of the country? And do you have any recommendations for future dishes to be cooked on location? Let me know in the comments below. For the complete recipe, hit the pan icon above, and to join me for many more traditional, authentic dishes, don't forget to subscribe. Bon profit y fins aviat!